landing site is sufficient. Taking the ship down.
Get out, now! Oh, now we're
Just getting started.
have known better. You see the temperature readings, yes? We must make an effort to stay warm.
to go for landing. I still do not get it. Could you try explaining one more time?
This again? Okay, let me try one more time. It's better.
Looks to be a helium-3 facility, but no longer functional.
Hey! Thought you could win? Coming up, now! Beg for mercy! I will have your head! Too much. Get it out of here!
Did they have anything of value? What did you need? If I can take a few things, I will.
Evade me. Are you prepared to die? No more signs of trouble.
Time to die!
Another way into the facility, perhaps? The spoils of victory. Hopefully they amount to something.
Is something amiss? Did you need me to carry something for you? Back to it then. handy. Why not just break it open? Now would be a good time to reprioritize what we bring with us and what we leave behind. Or sell. Or throw away, even. have my attention. I have never been one to shy away from shouldering my share of a heavy load. Goodbye. Lighten your load. One is less likely to survive an ambush when one is weighed down with whatever all that is. What is it? If there's anything you need, I am happy to share. Is that it, then? Hello. If I can take a few things, I will. Until next time. Fortunate that Walter has used his considerable funds to maintain the lodge, are we not?
It's all becoming so overwhelming. The Starborn, the artifact visions, the music. Is it all worth it?
Mateo, are you having a crisis of faith? You?
What if the Starborn are right? What if our hunt for the artifacts is a fool's errand, doomed to failure and catastrophe?
You think we're doing the wrong thing? We just want answers. Isn't that why we all joined in the first place? The noble quest of discovery?
The concern is not unwarranted. We are unsure what we are dealing with here.
I'm sorry. I'm not trying to shame either of you. Blame the workings of a worried mind. I just hope that this journey doesn't turn us into something that we wouldn't recognize from where we are now.
Hate to interrupt, but I have a favor to ask. Lot of equipment on the Eye has reached the span's end. If we're going to find more artifacts further out, we need work done. Got the nods and signs from Sarah and Walter for the materials, but I need hands.
You don't seem to spend much time at home. How is that not a problem for your wife?
My wife and I have something of an understanding. Apparently, I become rather cranky when I'm not able to participate in constellations.
Won't be going alone. Need more than just the you and I. Asked around. A few constellations are already on their way up.
Well, it works for you.
Do you have a new set of orders for me today?
I'd like to talk to you. Take note. Everyone here is worth learning from. Yes, even... I want you to know I was very impressed with your work back on Neon. I'm beginning to wonder if there's anything you can't handle. I'd like to test that theory. My Star Yard's been having a little trouble getting our next project off the ground. I need someone capable and decisive to step in and steer it in the right direction. Interested? Love the enthusiasm. I knew there was a reason I picked you to help with this project. It's a new ship. We want to diversify our fleet. Now, I don't know why the people I pay very handsomely to come up with new designs can't seem to get out of the R&D phase. And frankly, I don't care. I just want someone, you, to go there and show them how it's done. I did not. Part of the problem is that my designers seem to be having trouble agreeing on a plan. I should mention that you're not there to make design decisions. You're there to get the project back on track and help guide them. So, ideally, you're not adding to the problem. Excellent. I'll send word ahead to the project lead, Jules Degante, that you're taking point. They'll all be instructed to listen to you and follow your direction. I expect big things from you, so I'm excited to see what you manage to deliver. I don't believe you'll let me down.
As much as I love uncovering new questions, I wouldn't mind a few answers now and then. Of course, there's plenty of planets out there that no one has ever set foot on, and everything we learn about them is valuable. We have a board where we post anything specific we're looking for. A type of alien flora or fauna, or a planet with a specific quality, like if it's primed to have life but doesn't yet. Oh gosh, no, I mean that's flattering, but really, we're making this up as we go. Until you arrived, we only had the two, and there's still so much we don't know. Well, right now nothing's off the table. Metallurgical analysis, chemical composition, I'm looking at everything. One thing I'm really trying to improve is my overall database of xenobiology. I don't know if it will help in this case, but the more we know about, well, everything, the better off we are, right? Speaking of, if you're gonna be out there looking for more artifacts, you're bound to come across some interesting specimens. Anything organic, I'd be happy to take it off your hands. There's a galaxy chock full of resources. The more data I have, the more thorough an analysis I can do. And if it sweetens the deal, I can pay. Pretty well, too. Walter's pockets may not be bottomless, but they are pretty deep. Great, let's see what you have. Stay safe, okay?
Sorry, company policy is only employees are allowed on the ship. If you step foot on here, I'm out of a job. I got a hot package that's paid for expedited delivery. They'll dock my pay if it doesn't get to its destination. Star Parcel will reward you well if you can assist. The paperwork involved in giving you anything extra is a nightmare. You know what? I like you. Maybe we can work something out. Sorry, I can't. Look, I'd like to help, but... I don't think so. Listen, the standard payout's already more than generous. Take it or leave it. Excellent. All you need to do is drop this off to the ship services technician on New Atlantis. They'll take it from there. Thanks for bailing me out of this nightmare.
should inspect your ship for heat leeches. Need some work done? You the courier? I've been expecting you. Star Parcel has your payment right here. Anything else you need? Nothing for us to do. You're in good flying condition.
Well, hello. You hear about the job by any chance? The officer over there can help you with any bounty issues. Part-time security officer. We've had some gaps in this, so really Well, first things first, I have to ask, do you have any security experience at all? It sure counts for something. I mean, you're alive. And resilience is definitely an important trait for any officer.
Well, I think I've heard all I need. Your first assignment couldn't be easier. Go to mast and check in with Agent... There was a package left at a desk.
Let me know if you have any questions.
Yes? What? Always feels like we're understaffed.
I'm afraid I'm not. You are, of course, welcome at any time here in Ma. Ah, right. You're Sergeant Yumi's recruit. You're taller than I expected. Oh, it wasn't a compliment. Just an observation. In any case, let me fill you in. We have a dead drop that we think has been compromised. So I'd like someone from UC Security to handle the pickup instead. Take the package back to Sergeant Yumi, and he'll check it in as evidence before it gets routed back to Aegis. Take the Nat to the spaceport. There should be a Galbank ATM right next to the station. Good luck with the mission.
How's the Still have questions? Go on. Nicely done. It's really hard to find good help these days. That being said, my luck seems to be turning around. We've gotten a lot of new personnel as of late. Who knew all I had to do was put... As am I. And anyway... Ah, if it isn't my... I've got nothing at the moment, but come back later. It's a lot of work. Well, take care.
You have a nice day now.
You know, I went to chef school. This ain't exactly where I saw myself. Hi. How you doing? Something to report?
I desire no company. Leave.
wonder if I'll miss New Atlantis when I'm so excited to see Tony after. Oh, thank you so much. Soon I'll be coursing with bountiful energy. I'll be the most enthusiastic janitor in New Atlantis. Here, take this. I found it while I was cleaning. Thanks again. Take care of yourself.
Be careful down near the mines, and enter any active sites at your own risk.
The locals tend to stay out of trouble. Visitors? That's another story.
The miners pretty much run the lower levels here.
Keep a lookout. Notify us if you see anything suspicious.
Didn't think we had any new miners on account of the positions being full up. Oh, I wasn't worried. Concerned, maybe. Because we haven't had any positions open for a while. And some friends of mine were turned away recently. I just want to make sure nothing funny was going on. Anyway, I'm Layla. When I'm not mining, I'm tinkering with Gnome, our unofficial mascot. I fill that computer brain of his with all sorts of nonsense and announcements. Of course, if you're here to chat, I'm always happy to talk shop. Especially if you're interested in talking about the heart of Mars. Oh, so you're interested in the heart of Mars, are you? Word is there's a cave out in the Martian waste with a gleaming node of the purest titanium ore you've ever seen. It's worth quite a lot of credits, but some say the heart of Mars is cursed. Hundreds have gone in search of it, never to return. And every one of them met a grisly fate. Maybe, just maybe, you could be the first to succeed, though. You know, if you think you got what it takes. No judgment if you're too scared. I know cursed rocks and all. I don't know for sure if it's really cursed, but it's probably still dangerous out there, so be careful. I'll give you location of the cave. Good luck. Hey, see you around, I guess.
I'm not really in the mood to takes guts and character to be a miner out here.
What? No. She's never told me about it. Hold on. Is there some big thing everyone knows about? Probably think I can't keep it.
My story? But really, I don't want to talk about myself.
What?
Way better than my life. What?
The office of Governor Hurd would like to remind all
I hope you've got your own cutter. I don't have any to lend out. The who's and what's it? Sorry, mate. I've got no idea. Sounds made up if you ask me. Yep, that's me. Joined up with Deimos when I was just 17. I worked hard, proved myself. Some of the older guys resent me. I appreciate you helping me out with all this, by the way.
Welcome to Sidonia. Stay out of fun.
You look well.
If you're going to use the elevators or stairs to reach the other level, try to...
I hope I'm not bothering you.
Hey, you know why they call this the Red Planet? Because it's not a moon! What? Hold on. You're telling me you actually found the heart of Mars? It's supposed to be harmless prank we send newbies to go find. It's not supposed to actually exist. Yet, here it is. Or at least something resembling the legend. The only way this could happen is if... Damn it! If I gave you the wrong cave coordinates. Well, whatever you found, it's still impressive. You showed me up on this one. Feel free to keep it, since I'd say you earned it.
Hello, stranger. I am known. What can I do for you? I was activated 17 years ago. I malfunctioned and have been in disrepair and unable to move for over 9 years. Repairs are too costly, and I am well past my warranty expiration. Now, my primary function is that of an automated personal assistant. It was chosen over deactivation. I can make general announcements and relay messages from one registered miner to another. All news and information. I also have been programmed with a... Sorry, you must be an employee of Deimos Star Yards to access the messaging function, and you are not. I will still be here if you need help later. I cannot go anywhere.
Do yourself a favor and just go.
Private drinking establishment. Glad we are...
Not supposed to talk to you.
Just because the governor's office... right out there on the main level doesn't mean it's not secure.
Hey, careful around me.
Having any trouble mining the ore, are you? Okay, I can see it. Great. Now, the next part is a little trickier. Our Director of Mining Operations, Peter Brennan, fired his last assistant over a month ago. Peter's the only one who can approve the order for new equipment, and unfortunately, he's useless without an assistant. I think I've got a surefire way for you to get that job. Then you, as his assistant, can get him to sign off on the approval. Now hold on, it's not that easy. You'll need to apply for it like anyone else. Head to the Deimos Star Yard's office up in orbit to fill out the application. It's where that job is posted. Come back and see me when you've done that, and we'll talk about how to secure the position for you.
Live where you work. Tired of commuting from distant systems to Sidonia every day? Lux Condominiums has premium apartments available to rent. Whether you need single, double, or family occupancy, Lux has you covered. Inquire today.
can I be of service, Captain?
When humanity finally left the cradle of Earth behind, the United Colonies was born. Intrepid explorers and valiant colonists used Deimos starships to venture into space. When the UC defended its
Deimos ships. Are responsible for countless victories. They're a true piece of history.
Welcome to Deimos.
No other ship can hold a candle to a Deimos. It's not even close. You should be honored to step foot in here. That feeling of sitting in the cockpit of a longsword? There's nothing like it.
Nothing, sir. All's quiet. Only thing unusual is the
This is the heart of the UC.
civilian. But she isn't.
Ah, it's nice to see someone not in uniform. Always eager to point out this. Oh, please. Ah, I assume you're here for Mr. Henderson handles it. Oh yeah? Oops. Yeah, Man, I could. Well, we don't have much of it at all. We have to keep up appearance. What I could really use is Jake. I used to say. Awesome! Thank you. Oh, yeah. Bye.
These are hollow dogs.
This is United Colonies space. Maintain current course while we scan for contraband. You are cleared to land. Enjoy your stay as...
Do your part to keep Sidonia moving.
Me?
Don't worry. Trust me. This is the best... Okay, now we need to ensure you get hired. Basically, we'll need to make sure you're the only choice. To do that, you'll need to get access to the HR terminal in the corporate office upstairs on the main level. If you delete the other applications from the system, you'll be a shoo-in. I happen to know that the HR director, Tia, and the other women in the office tend to go to the Broken Spear for happy hour at 5 every evening. That's your window of opportunity. That's the spirit! Believe me, this is gonna help everyone. By the way, the HR password is password spelled backwards, which Tia thinks is pretty clever. She gets talkative during happy hour, and loud. Surprised everyone doesn't know it. Anyway, should be pretty easy. Good luck.
Crime's at an all-time low. on Sidonia. Let's keep it that way.
Tia, I told you about that in private. Well, yeah, but... I guess...
It's not easy living in Sidonia.
Don't be caught on the Martian surface without proper protective gear. All outside surface activities require the use of a certified safety
Red
suit.
and orange. Everything's red and orange as far as the eye can see. It can start to wear on you. There's nothing like fresh air filters. Am I right?
I've heard some Zulu predators can mimic other animals to trap their prey.
So I've just been taking care of them for the time being.
Deimos Star Yards acknowledges the efforts of its citizens to make our city a happy and productive place to work. Thank you for your daily contributions to our prosperity.
I can't believe that robbery ended the way it did. A reduced noise ordinance is in effect every night from 2200 hours until 0500 hours the next morning.
Don't worry. We're gonna make... Trust me. This is the best shot we've got. And I can say that I've got some good news for you. I just saw the company message go out that you've been hired as Peter's assistant. Congratulations. Next step should be easy. Just go to work for Peter, and when you get access to his terminal messages, you'll see my request. All you've got to do is approve that request, and we'll be right on with it. Then, we can get that new equipment and show corporate how it's done.
It's hard not to worry when your spouse is the one doing all the hard work down in the mines.
I'm a bit busy at the moment. Lots of business operations to operate and all that. Oh, you're finally back. I feel like you've been gone for ages. Do you know how tough this job is without an assistant? Good. Now, let's make... You look a bit different than I remembered. Did you go to Enhance? No. Now I remember. They told me they sent me someone new. Anyway, when they told me how poorly you did on your application questions, I had my doubts. But at least you showed up on time, so maybe there's hope. Well, enough chit-chat. Let's get to work. Not quite. I need you to do something much more important before you get to that. I'm expecting a personal shipment. I'm not sure why, but the last time this happened, my assistant ended up speaking to Governor Hurst about it. Now, run off and get it for me. I don't have all day.
A friendly reminder that throwing litter off the balconies is prohibited. Please use an authorized waste receptacle.
Yeah. Uh-huh. I'm listening. I don't know. At first I thought I had multiple assistants that rotated in and out, but it seems I've only ever had one at a time and they all just stopped showing up. I believe my last assistant was supposed to get me some coffee, but never came back. I honestly wasn't listening to whatever they were crying about. Oh, do they cover nothing in orientation anymore? No, strike that. We got rid of orientation, didn't we? Anyway, it's not important. Your job is easy. You do what I ask, and that's pretty much it. I'm surprised you've forgotten that's the... All right, new assistant. I keep forgetting. Could you hurry it up? I could, but we'd be wasting valuable time, so no.
like to join Sidonia in celebrating over 275 years of living on Mars. The United Colonies are proud to support the citizens of Sidonia.
Yeah. Uh-huh. I'm listening. Could you hurry it up? Oh, you're done?
Keep a lookout. Notify us if you see anything suspicious.
I couldn't be prouder than to govern the UC's first major space colony. Ah, hello. Welcome. I don't usually have time to speak with random people off the street, but I'd be happy to help if it's something quick. What can I do for you? Something important, huh? Well, lay it out for me. Considering I don't really know you, I'm not sure how to answer that. But Sidonia is a beacon of industry. If you have mining experience, or maybe check with the dame. If those aren't your speed. Well then, you've been quite busy making a name for yourself, haven't you? Oh, it's okay. You can drop the act with me. So look, I admire a go-getter like yourself. You're not in trouble unless you make trouble. And I don't think you're the type. I know you're not really Mr. Brennan's assistant. I don't know exactly what you're up to, but I have little reason to suspect you're up to no good. So let's cut to brass tacks. What can I do for you? Oh, I know exactly what happened to that shipment. However, I suspect Mr. Brennan neglected to tell you that I'm holding it due to his immense backlog of unpaid taxes. Then again, he may be unaware. Look, I'll tell you what. I'll release that shipment for you. But I'm going to need a favor first, since you seem to be adept at keeping quiet. See, my personal spacecraft was stolen, likely by Crimson Fleet pirates. I need someone to find it. Then I need that someone to destroy it. Discreetly. I need tight lips on this. Then we have an agreement. I'll send you to the ship's last known location. Remember, not a word of this leaves this room.
Ever been to a...
Hey, friend. Don't mean to bother you, but I could really use some help here. trouble, I could use a hand. It is good to see someone out here. I've been drifting alone here for 2 days without help. Wait, you on the account? Alright, come on board. I hope you've got some extra ship parts for repairs, because we're going to need it to get this thing back to base.
So, you're a pirate. Please. We know you're not really with the fleet. Word of advice? Learn the lingo before you attempt anything so stupid again. You've got two choices. We need ship parts to repair our busted craft drive. Hand them over along with your ship, and maybe we'll let you leave. Or we dust you and take it anyway. You've got to the count of 20 before I make that choice for you. You mean to parlay? Countdown's over. Consider my curiosity piqued. I didn't think you were a fool. I'm listening. I don't think we are at that point yet. Nobody wants that. I'm still willing to talk. This isn't getting us anywhere. Is that it then? Sorry. Nothing personal. But we need a ship, and I don't care about your damn mission. But I'll marry your gal. Tell you what, I'm feeling charitable. Just give us the ship parts we need to repair our craft drive so we can get out of here, and I'll let you leave. I admire your confidence. We'll be sure to set...
Knew I'd find ya! How hard is it? My buddy Mitch keeps asking me if I can help him out with something. Careful down near the mines, and enter any active site.
The community center on P1 is a good place to connect with others.
Welcome to Sidonia Security. I'm Commander Vincent Woodard, Chief of Planetary Security and former head of the Red Devils program here on Mars. I tend to deal with but if there's something Bye for now.
Just because the governor's office is right there on the main level doesn't mean it's not.
If you're here to broker a deal, why don't you try someone else?
Keep a lookout. Notify us if you see anything suspicious.
Sure, it's good to see you. I'm eager to conclude our business together. Did you, take care of my little problem? Good. I'll release Mr. Brennan's shipment to you as promised. I'll even defer his taxes as a little bonus. You really helped me out of this bind. Don't take this the wrong way, but I hope I'm never in need of your help like this again. I tell you, Sidonia's a great place to open up a business. We've really been considering I don't really know you. I'm not sure how to... If you have mining experience, or maybe check with the... If those aren't your speed... Sidonia's not much of it, but if you're not beautiful scenery, if you're looking to kick back after... Enjoy Sidonia.
It's hard not to work, I suppose.
I'm a bit busy at the moment. My shipment. Oh, that's nice. Thanks for getting this for me. Now, could you be a pal and get to my computer messages? Here's my password. What's in the shipment? A good assistant knows it's not the mediocre assistants get. Also, yeah.
to me if you reckon you can hack it as a bounty hunter.
If you see any trouble, you let us know.
There's no greater honor than serving the United Colonies. That's a pretty serious accusation. I assume you have proof of these alleged illicit activities? Well, he's a governor. If what you say is true and you have evidence against him, he'll be charged with felonies. I assume he'd step down ahead of this and turn himself in, but if not, he'd be arrested. Then there'll be a formal trial back in New Atlantis. If convicted, he'll likely serve jail time, plus any applicable fines. I'm sure they'd have to find a new governor. It's pretty rare for something like this to happen. So this is all an educated guess. Let me take a look at that. Well, this doesn't look good for Hearst. I'll say that. You did the right thing by coming to me. I'll take it from here. The United Colonies thanks you for your vigilance.
Found a clutch of heat leeches, breeding in the utilities section the other day. Not going to be able to get that image out of my head.
Stay away from the six.
I hope I didn't make a mistake. I wonder what's taking Hank so long. I saw. Good work. See? I knew I've already put it in order for one of my guys, Hank Farrar, but it should... Of course I'll pay you well. We don't currently have... They'd be the last person...
Used to think I was Vanguard material, until I discovered that space travel turns my stomach nuts.
I could use a break.
Careful near the railings on the upper levels.
Got anything you need to offload? Trade authorities always... Anything I can help you with? Let's see here. Hank... Known by that name. Oh, wait. Here we go. Henry Farrar. Hank's gotta be his nickname. Yeah, he's been through here. Took his ship and departed. Actually, it looks like he came back into Mars space recently, but he didn't land here at the spaceport. The ship diverted and landed outside the city a ways. Seems likely. At least we know he's here on Mars somewhere. you should definitely let your boss know before contacting security. Just in case there's been a mix-up or something, you know? Let me know if you need anything else from me. I'm glad to help.
Watch out for the robots.
What a long day.
I wonder what's... I hope I didn't make a mistake by letting Hank go. That's a little suspicious. Why would he do that? Moreover, why wouldn't he return with the goods? Something's definitely up. I asked around while you were gone. Some of his co-workers mentioned there's been a little extra, well, Hank lately. In particular, he was cursing up a storm about work and about his co-workers. Said some things that make me think his intentions here were not... Anyway, he's not too bright. Maybe he's still here in Sidonia. Check the Broken Spear. He frequently goes there to drink. Remember, it's most important. We've got to do it before, and we've got to hope to whatever.
This life ain't... Mining takes all types. Young upstarts, former military, ex-cons. If you can lift the tool and haul ore, you can mine.
I sure hope this hearing loss isn't permanent.
Sometimes it feels like the UC forgets we're out here. But there'd be no UC if it hadn't been for Mars.
Hey there. This is only my first contract, but I've already hauled more ore than... Questions, huh? Let me buy you a beer first. Suit yourself. Anyway, I seen you talking to Trevor. What's someone like you doing sticking your nose where it doesn't belong? Okay, you got me. Yeah, I took it. Wanna know why? I had to. Those guys all think I'm some kind of joke. And I'm stuck with this stupid 3-year contract. I can't afford to break it. So, screw Deimos, screw Trevor and all the other miners. Losing that equipment's the last straw for them. Did he tell you that? One last failure in a string of failures to meet quotas. It'll be layoffs for everyone, and I won't owe Deimos a damn credit. Shit. You're right. Fine. You got me. What do you say I take you to the goods and we bring it back? You can even say you found it. Just don't turn me in, alright? Relax, hotshot. I ain't gonna shoot you in the back, if that's what you're worried about. Just, follow me. We're going outside.
What a day, huh?
Pardon.
Am I glad I got this job instead of mining some dead rock out in the middle of nowhere?
This ain't so bad.
I'm impressed you figured it all out on your own. I thought I was being real careful. It was so easy, right? Boss man Trevor's so loud sometimes, you know? And I got good hearing, so I overheard you all talking about this equipment. I knew what it meant to everyone and how screwed they'd all be without it. And then Trevor just lets me go pick it up because he thought I was showing initiative. It really was the perfect plan. You know, it's too bad. I bet I could have made bank on selling this stuff. What do you think? 500 grand? Cool meal, maybe? But where would I even have sold it? Not like I would have been able to march pallets of mining equipment down to Jane's without anyone noticing. Probably best for returning it, because what a nightmare that would have been trying to offload it. And trying to destroy it all would have been another huge pain in the ass. It's mostly metal, right? Was I thinking? I guess I could have flown somewhere remote and buried it, dump it all in one of the old mines and forget about it. But then you would have been real screwed, huh? Good thing you found me before I did that. Am I right? Almost there, all right? Had to park my ship off a ways so they wouldn't find it right away. I'm sure you get it. Seemed like a good idea at the time. Didn't think I'd be going all the way back so soon. At least you won't have to walk all the way back, eh? I mean, you know, maybe we'll take the ship back to port and let someone else unload it. Save ourselves the hassle of hauling it all back ourselves. Anyway, see it just up ahead?
That's enough. Now face me, so I don't have to shoot you in the back. No. We got a problem we can't resolve. Namely, you know too much. Well, when you say it like that, maybe you got a point. You don't know what you're talking about. I'm not trying to be a hard ass. I just can't go any lower. Damn it. You're right. What the hell am I doing? This is freaking stupid, even for me. This whole idea, I barely thought it through. I just acted because it seemed like my only shot. I really don't want to hurt anyone. I'm in too deep and I don't know what to do. I know I don't deserve it, but will you help me? Please? What? Just because I'm a minor, I can't have nice things? It was my old man's. He gave it to me when he got his new one. It's older and it's got some issues, but I've been trying to fix it up in my spare time. This was my first big test run of it. I don't know. I mean, I wouldn't if I were in your shoes. I can start by giving you my gun to prove I won't try to kill you. That's about all I can really do. For real, you made me see what I'm doing is wrong. I don't like it, but you might be onto something. If I come clean, maybe it'll go easy on me, especially if you tell them what happened here. Fine, I'll do it. It's the right thing to do. And hey, at least they'll probably void my contract. Gotta look on the bright side, I guess.
Keep on the straight and narrow. There won't be anything to worry about. Sergeant Booth at your service. If you have a security-related concern, bring it up to me.
It's true. I stole the brand new mining equipment that my boss ordered for us. But now that I've had some sense talked into me, I realize how shitty that is. I know it was a dick move, and I'll serve whatever sentence you've got for me.
You can confirm this?
Again, I'm real sorry, but I'll do the time and make things right.
It's rare that we get a criminal turning himself in like this. And the fact that there's no real damage to speak of is going to help his case. I'm sure those will both be points in his favor. Good work, and thanks. All right, let's get you booked and locked up. You've already done enough to mess things up for yourself. Don't make it any harder.
Yeah, I know. I hope I did the right thing by turning myself in.
Well, chilling out in that cell will give you some time to ponder your life choices.
Sidonia can have a depressing effect on some people. The UC exchange is a great place to buy your weapon.
News you can trust.
You know, there's nothing wrong.
I'm looking for any luck?
Only employees of Deimos Staryard's mining division are authorized to mine resources in and around
Yeah,
Sidonia.
I heard. Booth left me a message saying that Hank stole the goods, but then he had a change of heart and turned himself in. Crazy. I knew Hank was problematic, but I never suspected he'd do something like this. At least he had the good sense to come clean about it before any damage was done. I'll take it from here and get the equipment sorted out. Here's the credits I promised. I'm also throwing in some ore to repay you for what you got us before, and then some. We'll be able to recoup it in no time with these new tools. Thanks for all your help. We couldn't have done it without you.
It is your civic duty to report any unauthorized mining to Sidonia Security.
Mining's fair work, but you can't take it all so seriously, I always tell my mates. We're pulling rocks out of the ground, not building. Good spaceships.
Since you helped us out with the equipment and all, I was wondering if I could talk. It's probably not, but I can't afford to go get it looked at. It's not a matter of money. There's more to it than that. Actually, maybe this is wrong. You're a total stranger. Forget I said anything. You're right. I don't know what I was thinking. I'm just nervous. See, I'd like to go to Reliant Medical for treatment, but my father, Nathan, is an executive with the Reliant. I came to Sidonia to escape him. Nathan is not a good man. Not to me. And I did something terrible to him, so now he is searching far and wide for me. He has connections with doctors throughout the settled systems. I don't know which ones I can trust, and it won't end well for me if they snitch to him. It's worse than you think. I didn't just run away from him. I knocked him unconscious, then stole his ship while he was out cold. Trust me, it was warranted at the time. After I ditched it above Aquila, I bounced around the settled systems until I landed here. It's the last place I thought he'd find me. But all that changes if I pop up in the Reliant database. He'll know I'm in Sidonia, and he'll never stop looking for me. Last I heard, he no longer cares for my safety. He only wants revenge. I have little doubt he would throw me in jail for as long as possible. Or worse. After my mother died in an accident, he changed. He became obsessed with my protection, but he never listened to what that was doing to me. It got worse and worse. First, it was no traveling in ships without one of his pilots. Then no parties, no drinking, no leaving the house. I obeyed. But he didn't trust me, so he started monitoring everything I did. It became so bad, he once locked me in my room for 2 days after an argument. Can you believe that? A prisoner in my own home. Every day there was yelling, lack of freedom, threats. I had to escape my prison. But even now, I am trapped. It's a risk I have to take. Yes, my condition is getting worse, but there's a chance it will clear up on its own. If my father finds me, well, I know my father and I fear for my safety. That is a definite. Trevor tells me you're skilled in dealing with people. Maybe you could try to reason with my father, or maybe scare him into backing off. But you should know, he has powerful and dangerous friends, so you must be careful. If it works, I'll be free. If not, well, at least he still won't know where to find me. What do you think? He wasn't always the way he is. It wasn't until after my mother died that he changed. Grew angry, dangerous. He was no longer himself. You could try mentioning her by name. Belinda. He misses her greatly. Thinking about her tends to calm him down. It's worth a try. It just so happens there's a conference he goes to on Neon around this time of year. He always stays at Hotel Volai. He won't see visitors he doesn't know, but maybe he'll talk if you tell him you're there on my behalf. It's risky, but maybe he'll listen if he knows you mean him no harm. I've got it. Bring him a bottle of his favorite whiskey, Red Harvest Reserve. Say it's... say it's a peace offering from me. That whiskey is exceedingly rare. I'm sure it will pique his interest enough to hear what you have to say. Good luck. You can check with Jack at the Broken Spear for the whiskey. He may have some or know where to get it. And thank you so much for trying to help me.
This is a courtesy reminder that despite the low gravity on Mars, a fall into Sidonia's lower level is still likely to result in injury or death. Please exercise caution near balcony edges.
Where'd you help us book that anchor?
Things can get pretty glum around here. If you ever need a little joy, go talk to them when they get.
Got cold beers and good atmosphere. Not much more you could ask for. Plenty. But if I went blabbing them to any rando that walks in, you don't do this job. You don't guess. Plenty. You don't do this job. You're right, because I'm not telling you. Now you'd be wise to stick a beer in your mouth and not. I am, but you don't look like the type that could afford it. The last person that came through here asking about it was none other than Governor Hurst. Didn't even want to drink it. Said he was buying it to put it on display in his office or something. Seems like a waste, but whatever. You pay. Now you got my attention. This ought to be good. Why didn't you say so? I know Rivka's story. Will this really help her? What did I do to deserve this? Nobody wants that. I smell bullshit. You do realize it sounds like you're trying to... Sorry, not buying your store. Yeah.
Hey there. Hey, it's my personal favorite.
Hope nothing bad happens.
Always nice to kick back at the Broken Spear after a long day.
Christmas isn't forever.
Ryujin Industries is looking for the young, bright minds of the future.
Welcome, worlder, to the Hotel Volai, your home away from home here on Neon. Our beds are comfortable and affordable, and with the
Welcome to the hotel. Are you here to book a room? Oh, how nice! His daughter must be feeling very generous to be sending him something like that. Mr. Ovadia is in his room on the 3rd floor. I'll buzz him and let him know you're on your way.
Welcome, off-worlder, to the Hotel Volai, your home away from home here on Neon.
Well, let's make this quick. Red Harvest Reserve, huh? I assume this is from my daughter. Well, she knows how to get my attention. So what then? You're working with her? She thinks this will be enough to smooth things over between us? She is free to get treatment. And when she does, I will use my professional network to track her down and bring her to justice. She must learn that there are consequences to her now. And I will call... I assure you, they are already on their way. I suggest you leave before things get... Well, let's make this Red Harvest Reserve, huh? I assume this is from my daughter. So what then? You're working with her? She thinks this will be enough to smooth things over between us? Of course it was. I should have not been so blind. You have no idea what you're doing. You need to tell me where she is this instant. My own daughter assaults me in my own home, steals my personal spacecraft, then runs off to who knows where. Now you think a friendly little chat is going to smooth it all over and make things better? How foolish do you think I am? Belinda. Oh, I miss her. No. You're right. She would be disgusted with who I've become. I've been dishonoring her memory with my actions. My daughter knows me well. Maybe she is serious about this. She would really put her own life at risk due to me. She puts me in a difficult position. She needs to face consequences. Yet, I do not wish her to die. I don't disagree with you. I suppose I've overreacted. She was young, and while foolish, she is still my daughter. And Rivka is all I have left of my wife. I would do her a disservice to incriminate her daughter like that. She told you about that. I'm not proud of it. I've wrestled with it ever since my wife died. I have been a terrible father. It will be up to Rivka how she wants me to make amends, and I will do whatever it takes. If she wants money, she'll get it. If she wants me to go to therapy, I will. Whatever it takes. I promise. Yes. Tell her I will drop the charges immediately and call off the bounty hunters. And I suppose I will seek her out to talk. I may just need a little time to figure out how to say what I need to say. Thank you.
Welcome.
down near the mine.
Glad there ain't no wars. We still need to be prepared.
How's it?
Me? You want to talk to me?
We can complain about something that is literally about the war.
I feel you on that.
Personality.
Peace be with you. Faith in the greatness and ingenuity of the human spirit is what helped us spread among the stars. Why, hello there. What can I... That's okay. Actually, before he believes that faith in I say that more people do good. What do you think? Well, even if that higher power, and if that divine... Thank you. Why, hello there. We're here to serve the Sidonia. While we don't have a belief in as a community, we come together. Yes, the enlightened serve as for it's the community. I'll be here if you need guidance.
Crime's at an all-time low around Sidonia. Let's keep it that way.
Someday, I'm gonna take this business to the stars and turn it into something.
You're listening to the Settled Systems News Network.
I received an urgent message from my father. He's dropped the charges. It will still be difficult. There's a lot we need to speak about, but I think we may be able to mend our relationship, thanks to you. I doubt it will come to that, but yes. I now know I have a friend I can count on when I'm in trouble. Yes. It sounded sincere. I can tell. And if I'm being truthful, I secretly hoped he would come to his senses. Of course, we will be taking things slow. There is a lot of trust to rebuild. But he acknowledged and apologized for his past behavior. That is a good first step, and I'm willing to let him back into my life. Without your intervention, this would not have been possible.
Should have known Hank was gonna be trouble. I hope jail teaches him a lesson. But that's the idea, anyway. Now, if we fail to meet our quotas, it'll be our own fault, not the bloody machines failing to do their job. Shame we didn't have enough left. It's fine, anyway. Great, now that you helped us get that, as I'm sure you know, that, among others, the prestige and pay that... Oh, that! Now, you probably felt the rumble when the detonations... Mate, it's perfect. You have a
Citizens are
good one,
advised
right?
to take caution near the military outpost on the city's outskirts due to frequent live-fire exercises. It is also advised to use only approved ship landing pads, as the UC Marines are not responsible
get
for
me in
hull
trouble.
damage caused by stray munitions.
Heard you helped us book that Hank Ferraro guy.